Firstly, the death of Matt Osborne, who was the original Doink the Clown in the WWF.
Born,
Born.
not Osborne.
Sure.
It's not available. It's Ozzy.
Pretty sure his real name is Matt Osborne.
Well, let's check it up.
I'm not going to argue.
Aye, because you know
I
I'm
like
right.
myself like a tet either way.
Nah, it's Matt Bourne. Wikipedia has it wrong.
Right, okay. We're going to say Wikipedia's wrong.
Nah, he's listed everywhere as Matt Bourne.
Not in my fucking Google search, he's not. The Daily Mail, Matt Osborne. Google, Matt Osborne. The Sun, Matt Osborne.
Don't trust the internet.
TMS, Matt Osborne. Yahoo, Matt Osborne. Bleacher Report, Matt Osborne. WWE.com, Matt Osborne.
Nah,
I think
all
I'm right.
lies.
I think I'm right with this one.
It's all lies.
This is not Joe Hennig or fucking whatever. This is I'm right this time. Or Jeff Jarrett.
Aye. Oh, fair enough, fair enough. It doesn't happen often.
No,
Wait, was that right actually about Hennig?
no. Right, we'll do that bit again.
Welcome to the Random Wrestling Review.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this week's edition of the Random Wrestling Review. This is our 9th show, and still managing to pull in the viewers after all this time. Apart
Germany.
from Germany. Germany can go fuck itself. And it's Nazi ass. We're definitely not going to get into Germany now.
Woo.
What?
Woo.
Right, let me start off by introducing my team. It is the two regulars. It is the enemy of the state, and that's fucking wee retard that I need to put up with. It's Dutch and Gav.
I thought you were going to announce that Alan was back when you said we retard.
You'll see a...
You're the big retard.
Uh,
Yeah.
Big hairy retard.
Thanks.
See, I don't know if you're actually hairy at all. I mean... Are you?
Big Minecraft homo.
Aye. This is how you... Oh, fuck, I'm dead. I've still not actually watched one of your videos yet. I'll need to get
Thanks.
into it sometime. Just to laugh at you. What's the name of your channel?
I'd rather not. It's on the RWR page because I subscribed to it from that.
You're a fucking idiot. So you don't actually want to give your own channel a shout out to the millions
Nah.
and millions of the RWR faithful?
Nah,
You'd rather give the other.
I'd rather give my blog a shout out.
Well,
I'll put it in the description of the video.
that's what I do. I link in the YouTube description a link to Gav's YouTube page. So
Don't give any abuse on this page.
absolutely, I mean, we would not advocate people logging on to Gav's YouTube page and giving them any abuse.
Aye, as long as you watch the ads, I'm happy.
We may not advocate it, but we will definitely endorse it.
Oh, ironically, I've got ad blocker. I don't see any ads at all.
Yeah, I mean, I did say that last week. Download Adblocker, then go into Gav's YouTube page. I mean, you must get enough money from sucking cock anyway, surely.
You'll be that 75 pence.
Well, it is from...
I do.
PayPal account, so it got an account number. I'll transfer that 75p.
Yeah. Remember though, he's in Dumfries, and like they're like 50 years behind the rest of society, so 75p goes a long way.
That's true.
75p could buy me Mad on Earth. Play the Chinese.
Do you, do you want to help a hairy wee retard from Dumfries? Just 10 clicks on a YouTube video will feed him for a week.
Start a Kickstarter campaign or do the online donation for you, Gav.
Yeah. Hashtag save Gav. Get it trending, folks. Get on Twitter, get on Facebook now. Apparently you can do hashtags as well.
Hashtag
That's just
give Gav his dinner.
Hashtag Gav's dinner. Hashtag no more dog food. You know,
It's going to be like the wee open bit.
no, this is like the actual start of the pod. You're not like a farm or something anyway, so you must have your own cattle to eat.
I'm not a farmer.
Do you own a farm?
I don't own a farm, no.
Do you live in a farm?
I don't.
You
Sure.
live in a castle.
Do you live in a pineapple under the sea?
Yep.
Well, I'm glad we got that sorted. Right, anyway, let's get things started. We'll get things started with Review of the Week.
It's time for Review of the Week on Random Wrestling Review.
And welcome back, folks. It's time for a Review of the Week. So Raw was, well, I always say Raw was last night, but the time this gets out, it's like 4 fucking nights ago. So Raw was Monday, funnily enough.
1st of July.
The first, aye, well, or 7/1/13 if you're American. Which really pisses me off, by the way they do their dates. It's really fucking retarded.
I don't get why they do it that way.
Just to be fucking different. It's the same way why they spell colour without a U and they pronounce aluminium aluminum. Because American are fucking stupid.
I would have other
Don't they like?
how do you that?
They spell it the way it's said.
How?
Like they don't. No, they normally spell things the way it's said. So that's
No.
why colours only got an O and no U.
Well, aluminium's spelt how it should be said, not aluminum.
Normally aluminum.
What?
I don't say it because I'm not a fag, but I don't know. So what happened on Raw?
Aye. Well, we started with the 6 Money in the Bank competitors coming out and doing the usual. I'm going to win it. No, you're not. I'm going to win it. No, you're not. I'm going to win it. Did you watch Raw, Gav?
I didn't know.
Helpful. Dutch, did you watch this?
I read about it.
Dutch,
What?
did you watch Raw?
No. Sorry.
I'll bring up the taping.
Well then.
Spoilers.
Watch it yet. I forget the results. I've skimmed through it, but I haven't watched all of it.
See, to be honest, you've missed nothing. Absolutely nothing. See what basically happened in last week's show? Times 2. Because there was absolutely no development with any stories, to be honest.
There isn't going to be any next week either, since they'll just try and keep everyone safe.
No, well, the Wyatts are debuting next week now. So that's good.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
They don't fuck up.
I've seen
Down
that.
the head like that.
Aye.
I don't know if any of you find that Sean O'Hare.
Yes, I remember Sean O'Hare. He was on the Invasion.
Yeah, but after that he tried to debut another character. Like, you ever seen that film American Psycho?
Aye, he had like a kind of darker character, aye.
Yeah. So he had his vignettes with don't trust the government, don't do this, don't do that.
Aye.
I'm not telling you anything that you haven't heard before. And fucking awesome. Then he debuts and he had this gimmick that he convinced people to do something that they didn't want to do.
Yeah.
So like got Dawn Marie to go topless and like an awesome gimmick. Then 2-3 weeks in they fucking paired him with Roddy Piper in his feud against fucking Mr. America, Hulk Hogan.
That was fucking stupid, that, by the way.
So that's the thing. If they debut the Wyatt family next week and they attack fucking tons of funk,
Yeah.
Hogan,
That's- Oh, you go, sorry.
so if they want them to have an impact, but debut them during that performance review. That's
Yeah.
another thing. Another performance review. Been a fucking acting supervisor for nearly a year.
Has it been that long?
Well, it could be long, but it's been ages.
When was she announced as the acting supervisor? Was it Raw 1000 or was it after that?
Don't know.
What?
When was Vicky Guerrero announced as the acting fucking supervisor of Raw?
It was well past Raw 1000.
I thought it was
when AJ got the sack
Aye.
for battering her.
So it's been like 6 months, at least anyway. Because it was before
Yep.
because it was like before New Year. So aye. I mean, it's just how long can you put somebody in a temporary position like that? Fuck me, she should get a job for Rangers. As a fucking CEO. Oh, it's topical.
She was named the managing supervisor on the October the 29th last year.
October 29th, right? So that's nearly fucking 3 months short of a year.
Yeah, I mean, I can see where the storyline is going, and it's not bad having like Triple H
Shane.
boards.
I want Shane to come back and just say, no, screw you guys.
Why would
This is
Shane?
mine.
Shane's got absolutely no reason to fucking affiliate himself with the WWE now.
Aye, but it'd just be cool.
Oh boy, he left
But-
onto the personal life.
Aye. But
Just imagine Vince is in the ring.
Aye, fuck
Guess who's
somebody's
taking control
personal
of Raw?
feelings.
it'd be slightly cool for us, but I mean, Shane McMahon doesn't give a fuck about what's cool for the fans when he's got his own like successful like business outside of wrestling. He's done.
I know stories that Shane McMahon was going to buy Rangers.
Before Craig White did. Aye.
That'd have been great.
I don't even know how that came about. I think I can't even remember.
I mind that, but don't know how. Though, because he joined some company that set up like Chinese version of YouTube.
I think it was.
Like, go of that.
I might be wrong here, but I think it was because he was working or he bought some of the sports agency that Alistair Johnson used to work for, and I think people just fucking put two and two together that he was bringing Shane McMahon into Rangers to buy them. So
It could be right. That does ring a bell.
I think it was something like that. It would have been. I mean, I just remember all the jokes going around at the time, like fucking half time in an old fun game, when the glass shatters and Stone Cold comes out and fucking stunners Scott Brown. I mean, I'd pay to see that.
Well, after Banter is old, Vince McMahon comes in. You're fired.
Aye.
Vicky Guerrero is going to be the temporary manager.
No, Vicky Guerrero would be selling pies or something.
That would have been awesome.
What do
Vince McMahon, instead of letting a person not renewing their contract, just fucking have it on the big screens.
Yeah. Imagine WrestleMania 30 at Ibrox. That'd be the fucking shit. That'd be good for me. WrestleMania 10 minutes up the road.
It's only 40 minutes on a train for me.
Nobody asked you though. Anyway, we're going off on a bit of a fucking.
That's me.
We're going off on a bit of a tangent. What else happened in Raw? We had John Cena against Alberto Del Rio in the Champions versus Champions match.
And we had the Shield against Christian and the Usos again. The Shield won this time.
Yep.
We had Dolph Ziggler against Jinder Mahal.
Is it just me that doesn't find it believable that the Shield beat Randy Orton, Sheamus, Big Show, and now they lost to the Usos and Christian.
Yeah, but Jimmy and Jay, come on.
Aye. I mean, I actually like the Usos, but I think it'd be good if they actually got some fucking weight behind them. But I don't think they're at the stage where they should be beating the Shield.
The Shield are turning into mid-carders, I think. Now.
Um,
They've got a bit bored. You know, they've been demoted to the pre-show as well.
well, I've seen that as well on Raw this week, that the match between the Usos and the Shield's going to be in the pre-show. I mean, what's the point in that? It's a title match on a pay-per-view against the guys who, like, 2 months ago were your top heels, and they're on the pre-show. It's just fucking mental.
Like, I can see their logic in not dropping Curtis Axel and Miz from the main show, because they're trying to push Axel. But
Fuck. I would rather see the Shield fucking 20 times in one show before I've seen the Miz.
aye, but it's not Miz that's the attraction of that match. It's meant to be Axel and Heyman and.
But again, we've never been fucking given any real reason to care about fucking Curtis Axel anyway. I mean, we've had
He's
both.
a Paul Heyman guy.
Aye, but we've had Vince McMahon and Steph McMahon and Triple H tell us that the guy's not in his level, so therefore, fucking why should we care about him? He's just a pleb. They've basically came out and told us that this guy is not an attraction, but we have to fucking tune in and watch his match.
Aye, but that's where the storyline is going. Like, Vince will say this about somebody, and then
No,
the
but
will say
All
opposite.
all three of them said that about Curtis Axel.
Oh, yeah, but that's somehow their warped logic.
Yeah.
The same like paying their dues. It used to be that you'd go to territories and you build from the ground up.
Yeah.
Get over, you win matches, blah blah blah. Now they'll push somebody, then fucking yank the carpet underneath them, then have them lose for half a year to see if they quit or not.
Yeah.
If they don't quit, then they'll start rebuilding that person. Just look at Ziggler. How many matches did he lose before he became champion?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, why should I believe he's any threat?
I
Or
know.
just Wade Barrett.
It's like
He's lost more matches as a champion.
oh, see if you're a fucking a guy working for the WWE, the last thing you want now is an Intercontinental title or a US title, because that basically means you're going to lose in TV every single week.
Exactly, I don't like, no thanks. So,
Nah. I'd be worried. I'd actually be worried for my job if they told me they were going to put that one of those belts on me.
supposedly that's what Kofi said. They wanted to push him more, but he said, no, I'm fine. I'm happy where I am.
Aye.
I don't want that
Did they put it?
bullshit.
Did they not put it on him for like 2 weeks or something?
Aye.
I mean, see if you're going to treat a belt like that, you may as well just go fuck it and bring back the hardcore title.
But that's the thing. Can't even mind who's won the belt or not.
No, who is the US champion now?
Dean Ambrose.
Oh, Dean Ambrose. Aye.
Ambrose.
Aye.
He's in the ladder match, so there's no US title match on the pay-per-view.
No, but they're hardly, if it is, like the Intercontinental titles and the US titles hardly ever feature on the pay-per-view anyway.
Yeah.
I
Most
mean,
of those titles were contested for Payback on the main show. Kane against Ambrose and Axel against Barrett and Miz.
When was the last time that happened, though, that both of those titles were defended on the one show? Didn't happen at WrestleMania.
Extreme Rules?
So, over a year ago. Did it? And I'm not talking like...
No, Extreme Rules 2 months ago.
That's the thing. The fact that you can't even fucking remember shows
Yeah.
you stuff.
The US title was definitely fought for on Extreme Rules.
I can't even tell you who the champion was 2 months ago. Who it would have been.
Kofi Kingston.
There you go. Would that have been him losing it to Barrett? Or the Miz?
Oh, that's interesting.
No, I was talking about the US title.
Aye.
Kingston was held it 2 months ago. 2 months ago, Wade Barrett was holding it.
Did Kingston and
Because
Miz
he lost at WrestleMania.
before
and won
Miz
it
turned
after.
before Miz turned face? Did him and Kingston not have a program over that?
Yep.
Aye.
Kingston. You know, Kingston clocked him in the face and he split Miz wide open
Oh, aye, fuck aye.
when he had Trouble in Paradise.
Aye.
But Kingston's back soon. Yippee.
Christ. How many? It's just
Jack Swagger came back last night.
Yeah. So did Fandango.
Yes!
Simon rejoiced.
Looks like Ziggler's dropped Biggie and AJ because they weren't with him when he went to fight Jinder Mahal.
Aye.
They seem to be together, AJ and Biggie.
Aye.
Ziggler's going on his own.
I hope they make. I think that is the right way to do it. Like, have AJ align with Big E. But I hope if they're going to do it, they at least get a match at it somehow.
Match.
Because
Yeah.
I'm actually starting to like Big E Langston.
I think he's quite good.
So do I actually. And I slated him on here a couple of weeks ago saying he's like shit. But I don't think he is, to be honest. I think he's okay.
Future champion.
I wouldn't go that far, but I think he's alright.
World heavyweight champion.
You also noticed the video packages they had typing up for
The
title.
champion.
Hyping up what, sorry? Oh, right, aye,
Right.
aye.
As Finn said, like, why are you having this match on TV? It should be something special.
Aye.
And the thing is, they're hyping up, like, they show the package about WWE title.
Mm-hmm.
So with Bruno, Sammartino, Lou Fez, and all that. Then they show
Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair.
Then they show a
Yeah, that-
package for the world title, and they start referencing WCW.
Aye.
You see the fault in that?
What, the fact that NWA title is still an active title, and it's not the one that's in the WWE?
Oh, the world title has no link
Aye, that's
to
what I
the
mean.
for
Aye.
WCW. That's a belt Bishop created for Triple H.
Aye.
So WCW belt got unified by Jericho.
Yeah. They were talking about they were talking about the NWA title, saying to me, if you were watching that and you didn't know, that would make you think, well, that must be the NWA title today then, or the equivalent. But the NWA World Heavyweight title is still an active title.
Yeah. As
Yeah.
I said, they're hyping up a title that isn't actually linked to the NWA or WCW.
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with their company.
Exactly. It's a title they made up in 2002 or 2003.
Yeah.
And another thing, what I've read is that they put a large focus on Sting.
Yeah.
Supposedly put out feelers to the WWE that he's interested in joining them.
But he avoided them like the plague when he was at his peak. So why would he? I suppose money, but
Yeah, money.
Maybe he's just about to retire and he wants one last run. You know, if he comes in, they'll book him as something special. They'll fucking build up to a WrestleMania 30 match against The Undertaker.
yeah, but they've also just let him reform the main event mafia in TNA, which I suppose is quite a big thing for them. But they just broke the main rule of the main event mafia.
Ah, but it's not the first
Going off on a
time.
tangent.
I mean, look at RVD.
Yeah.
Look at Deepon. Their contracts ended without them even realizing it. Bobby Roode, another
Matt Morgan as well.
example. Supposedly
I don't
Taz wants to leave as well. Online rumors, but
Well, sure. The last
tweeted something. Oh, sorry.
I was just saying, the last time that they had the main event mafia, Christian rejoined the WWE while he was in the main event mafia.
Yeah, and I mean, supposedly Taz tweeted something like, "Oh, there's wrestling near my hometown," hashtag blah blah blah, and he was referencing the Raw in 2 weeks' time. Well, on the 15th, I might come and pay a visit, and then quickly deleted that tweet.
I really hope Taz doesn't go back to WWE. I don't want to see that.
I do, but just as a fucking trainer, or
Oh well, I've got somebody behind the scenes, but I don't want to see him back in commentary or anything.
I think he might be a half decent manager for someone.
No, no. I don't want to see Taz as a mouthpiece.
it was good, but the shame we can't.
Human suplex machine.
Yeah. Raw. I mean, I think it really pisses me off at Raw. I mean, I don't think the actual show was that bad, but there was literally no story development in any of the angles. It's a 3 hour show. How can you have a 3 hour show and have not one fucking bit of development in any of the angles?
If that's the thing, it's
just too much.
I mean, I'd love to fucking
3 hours too much.
Being a WWE writer must be the fucking easiest thing in the world. You write one script for one show, then you times it before to the next pay-per-view, then you write another script, you times it before, and you just keep going that way.
If only they'll write the script, then it will get seen by Vince.
Well,
It used to be from all the podcasts that you hear with ex-writers, they used to fucking plan out 6 months ahead. Nowadays it seems done on the day.
Yeah.
Didn't they say back in the day, like, Raw and SmackDown had 2 writers, that was it. But now it's 12 writers for each show.
Well, back in the day, in the Attitude Era, you had Russo and Ed Ferreira, and they just had to go through Vince, and like, that'd be it basically. I mean, it'd be a couple more fucking passages, like Vince would maybe ask like Patterson or Michael Hayes or something like that, but you basically had 3 guys writing the show.
And I think, as people pointed out, they so desperately want to be seen as mainstream that they hire Hollywood writers, like fucking soap opera writers, and all that. And there's no real wrestling fans. Like ex-writers have said that. If you do an application, don't mention that you're a fan, because that will work. Yeah. And I think that will be a good thing if Triple H takes over.
Yeah, because he is a wrestling fan.
Exactly. He's not embarrassed to be known as a wrestler.
No. Well, that's the thing about fucking him. We were talking about Shane Eller. He's achieved what Vince never could, being successful outside of wrestling.
Who's that?
Like, when we were talking about Shane Eller, he's achieved what Vince... Sorry?
No, exactly. You're right. I mean, he wants to be so many things. He wants to be a charity. He wants to be a payment company. This.
Apparently, like, a big thing behind the improvement in SmackDown is that they've got Heyman and Coulter like checking all the right and saying, "Oh no, that's not good enough.
Yeah.
Change that."
I mean, when Heyman was the main writer on SmackDown, but that was a better show between like 2002 and 2004. Also, how like you had all these talented guys like Mysterio and Benoit and Edge and Eddie Guerrero on the show as well. But like you had a guy like Heyman to work with him as well, so it was fucking.
I've missed all that. I've read about it. And
it's really good.
But I read about it. The SmackDown 6.
Yeah, I mean, because like I felt I didn't like watch much wrestling in 2002, and I just got like back into it 2003, 2004, and like I watched like I wasn't interested in what's happening in Raw. It was just fucking SmackDown.
Yeah, but then they go like, oh, hey, they're doing quite well. Let's put them over on Raw.
Yeah, because what you basically had in Raw was Triple H versus X, and fuck, that became boring very quickly.
Yeah, that was a terrible time.
Yeah. Well, for Raw anyway, I mean, half the product was good. If you just had SmackDown, then fucking WWE was excellent back then, but Raw just got in the way.
Yeah,
Right, anyway, we've got anything else to say about Raw this week?
Not really.
no, it's just as normal. You watch it or you read about it, and the day after,
Yeah. For the record, if anyone's listening thinking he's can't slag Raw because if he's never watched it, well, I did and it was shit. So.
oh, but that's what
So
I mean.
it's-
Like the day after, you've already forgot half of the
Yeah.
program.
I mean, every week bar 2 weeks ago when Raw was really, really good. But most weeks when I stay up to watch a live Raw, it'll come to 4 o'clock in the morning or 4:15 and go, why the fuck did I just do that?
Exactly. That's what I did last week.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man.
Right, so I'll be all for Raw. We've got a couple of sad things to mention this week. Right, so we had some sad news this week with the passing of Matt Osborne, who was the original Doink the Clown in the WWF. I suppose if you just went for Mean Dutch, his heel Doink the Clown character was a fucking real light in what was a really bad time for the WWF. Dutch,
Yeah, no.
yeah,
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, no, it was terrible. Every wrestler had to have a gimmick, huh?
yeah. It was just total like
Garbage men and clowns and surfers.
the goon.
What else?
Is that the time of Kane's dentist gimmick?
Aye,
Aye.
Isaac Young.
Isaac Yakum, aye. And then IRS.
Yeah. Well, that was even before that.
Oh no, that was the fucking late 80s, I suppose, aye. I'm trying to think of what else, yeah. Sure, because I'm sure Chris Jericho was called into the WWF at that time to do some fucking shitey gimmick, but he turned it down.
Don't know. I think that was Conan, Max Moon.
No, Jericho says in his booking that like the WWF
Okay.
wanted to get him aboard like 93, 94 to do like one of their gimmicks, but he like said nah. But yeah, it was in all of the cartoon wrestling at that time, he was the only one that had a gimmick that was anyway interesting, to be fair, because it was something different.
Your phone's ringing.
I know, I'm trying to order it, it's Becky. I'll phone her back when we're done.
Better answer it before I don't want to get in trouble again.
Ah, fuck her. Also had
She knows that Tuesday night's podcast night.
exactly. There's 2 times when you don't phone me. Well, 3 times. When I'm doing the pod, when I'm watching football, and when I'm watching wrestling. That's fucking like no-go limits.
Aye.
And when I'm having a wank and I can't be bothered with.
Just looking like the roster in 1990 July. Tito Santana, the Matador.
Yeah.
Brooklyn Brawler. The Birdman, Coco Bear. Just naming the model Rick Martel. The Repo Man. $1 Million Man. Virgil. Jim Duggan.
Oh.
The Bushwhackers. My pals.
Follow Bushwhacker looking Twitter.
The Mountie, the Berserker, IRS, Skinner, the Tanka,
Skinner. He was a weird bastard.
Hart, Barry Horowitz, Papa Shango,
Papa
Neil.
Shango.
Crush, doing gimmicks. I still think 94 is the worst.
Yeah. New generation WWF.
Yeah, Duke the Dumpster Drosy, Aldo Montoya.
Speaking of Aldo Montoya, that's a good segue to talk about Ricardo Rodriguez. He's getting himself a wee 30-day concussion.
Aye, coming
I agree with that, Sheer. I think it's because he's an extra in porn, not because he's on pills or anything.
That was before the WWE.
Yeah, it's quite funny though because he's got in that video he's wearing a wrestling shirt.
I've
Right.
watched it for its purposes. Turns out, thank God.
He doesn't actually get naked in it or anything, does he?
No,
Oh, thank Christ!
thank fuck.
I've already seen more of him than I ever wanted to.
Aye, but don't know what it is, but wouldn't be surprised if it was medication or something like that.
Yeah.
Said bef-
Maybe the old synthetic marijuana.
yeah, I mean, that's what I said with Ziggler and Fandango. They didn't get suspended because they'll have to put that on the website. If
Yeah. They
it
can't.
does.
If a guy comes up positive, they've got no way around it. I'm just surprised that they would actually test him.
Yeah, but he might have been gassed up, put out.
I suppose he could have just turned up to a taping, fucking, that he's not or something.
Yeah,
I mean, like a wellness policy could be just like something he's turned up to work drunk. It could be something as simple as that.
then again, Swagger got arrested and he never got suspended.
No. True.
Then on the other hand, that, what's her name, that Cameron from Rhodes Clay, the Funkadactyl, she got arrested for drink driving and she did get suspended for 20 days. Or
Well, I
20 days.
suppose she wasn't going to be in the main event of WrestleMania.
Yeah, but I mean, they could suspend them after WrestleMania, not continue the push.
Yeah, they never did actually suspend him, did they? It's a weird one. Well, no, he's been injured the last month.
Yeah, but he had his court hearing the last month as well.
Yeah, that too. Why did I pick him in the draft? That was a stupid thing.
Yeah,
I think I'll get a swap for that if he goes to jail.
oh, he
Aye, cleared.
No.
suspended sentence.
Yeah. Everyone got anything else they want to talk about this week in wrestling?
Magnus
Well,
Bad Glory.
yeah, I was just going to say, usually Gav gives us.
What's happening in TNA, Gav?
Bound for Glory stuff. They had Magnus beat Bobby Roode in the latest taping. They had Samoa Joe beat Mr. Anderson and join the main event Mafia. But then, you know how they specifically said only former world heavyweight champions could join?
Uh-huh.
Magnus and Rampage Jackson have joined.
Yeah, about spoiler alert, huh?
I know.
Like anyone watches TNA except me.
True. Although I'm considering getting a ticket for their show at the Hydro.
Aye. Might as well watch it as well to see if Gav is right.
Yeah. Seen you getting a slagging on the forum this week for saying that Magnus was the most famous guy in the UK.
I'd never said that. I said it'd be a big draw.
Oh,
As
come on, Gav. Fucking challenge.
How is Magnus a bigger draw than Kurt Angle or Jeff Hardy?
because Magnus is British.
So?
But that's the thing.
We
How many
support-
people watch the program? I think the last time I saw some kind of viewers report was like 300,000.
Yeah. I mean, if I was to go up and grab just a random male in the street and go, do you know who Brutus Magnus is? He'd go, who the fuck's Brutus Magnus? If I was to go, do you know who Kurt Angle is? He'd go, aye, Kurt Angle, that was the guy who used to be in the WWF, wasn't it?
I think more people will know him from the fucking Gladiators than from TNA.
Aye, probably.
That's the thing with TNA. It's
Do you know?
always ex-WWE wrestler Kurt Angle, ex-WWE wrestler Jeff Hardy, ex-WWE blah blah blah, or WWF legend Hulk Hogan, and no mention from TNA.
No. Funny, you never hear Sting being described as a WCW legend for some reason.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's backwards promoting. From TNA.
Yeah. Why push your own guy when you can push a guy from another company?
Yeah, not even that, but I mean, you give interviews and somebody mentions like, oh, ex-WWE wrestler,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. They just sit there.
It's like Rob Van Dam said a couple of weeks ago. He said, well, I can't remember what it was. He was doing an interview with somebody. It's like the amount of people who came up to him in the street and says, "Oh, what are you doing these days? Have you retired from wrestling?" I went, "No, I've been with fucking this company for the past 3-4 years."
Yeah, I mean, okay, the WWE gets 10 times more viewership than TNA, but so much good that TNA does.
Oh, it's always one step forward, fucking 10 back for TNA.
I mean, I love a lot of things from TNA, just the little things like if they post a video, they don't fucking block it like the WWE.
Yeah.
Like, you want that, you can watch that wherever you are. And things like Gut Check, they were an idea, in theory. And the Bound for Glory, another good idea. Then somehow they still find a way to fuck it up.
Yeah.
Now they've entered in a partnership with YouTube for a subscription channel after the WWE declined it.
Yeah.
So subscribe to the TNA channel and get extra videos for like $5 a month. And they put up all the fucking pay-per-views.
Every single one, aye.
So just imagine you're one of the 10,000 people that actually did buy a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And a week later, it's on that channel.
Yeah, why did I waste $30 on this?
Yeah, that's the thing. That for some reason, they'll average 1 million in viewership and only get 10,000 pay-per-view buys.
Yeah.
That's, again, the positive thing what they do with the pre-taped pay-per-views. There's another one this Sunday, and I think they're being sold for like $15 or something like that.
I think we'll need to have like a full pod just talking about fucking the hours of TNA. But just before we wrap up this segment, Dutch, before this week, when was the last time that you heard Doink the Clown being mentioned?
Nah, combined.
I'll tell you exactly when it was. It was last Tuesday night.
Aye.
Kimball mentioned Doink the Clown, then a couple of days later, he dies. Is it a coincidence? Possibly. But all I'm saying is...
But where is Kimbo now?
Exactly. Well, all
Vicious absence.
I'm saying is that Kimball's not in the pod this week, and I'll bet you no wrestlers die. That's all I'm saying.
Hopefully. Wasn't that the same with that footballer?
Ramsey.
Aye, Ramsey. Every time he scored,
When
a
he
celebrity died. So
Went to Houston.
Kimball's like the wrestling version of Aaron Ramsey now. Every time he mentions an obscure wrestler from the 90s, they'll die. So fucking be on guard, obscure WWF wrestlers from the early 90s. Right, and in that mob Tom will wrap up the first segment. We'll be back in just a wee minute with Invasion 2001, or the only fucking Invasion pay-per-view. I can't wait to talk about this. Theme of the week, guys. Any suggestions?
3-man band.
Nope. Dutch, any idea?
Nah, I don't know.
Oh,
If you mention the fucking theme, you'll put the wrong one in.
No, I put the right two in this week, I think, anyway. Oh, yes, I'll put them in and they'll get blocked in Germany. So, right, we've got WWF pay-per-view from 2001. I'm going to go for Austin's heel tune in, the one that the Stud done, because that fucking song's awesome. So, listen to that, and we'll be back in just a moment with Invasion.
You're the next one, and I'm gonna kill you. Don't believe it, but I'm betting that you will. Stand up, I'll let you live a little bit with the pain that I bring. You know it's only the beginning. Step up, 'cause you're the next one, and I'm gonna kill you. Don't believe it, but I'm betting that you will. Stand up, I'll let you live a little bit with the pain that I bring. You know it's only the beginning. Stop breaking the limit inside you. Stop making someone to hide you. I'm breaking the limit inside you. Stop making someone to hide you. I'm breaking the limit inside you. Stop making someone to hide you. I'm breaking the limit inside you. Stop running away, bring it on. You're the next one, and I'm gonna kill you. Don't believe it, but I'm betting that you will. Stand up, I'll let you live a little bit with the pain that I bring. You know it's only the beginning. Step up, 'cause you're the next one, and I'm gonna kill you. Don't believe it, but I'm betting that you will. Stand up, I'll let you live a little bit with the pain that I bring. You know it's only the beginning. Stop breaking the limit inside you. Stop making someone to hide you. I'm breaking the limit inside you. Stop making someone to hide you. I'm breaking the limit inside you. Stop making someone to hide you. I'm breaking the limit inside you. Stop running away, bring it on. You're the next one, and I'm gonna kill you. Don't believe it, but I'm betting that you will. Stand up, I'll let you live a little bit with the pain that I bring. You know it's only the beginning. Stop breaking the limit inside you. Stop making someone to hide you. I'm breaking the limit inside you. Stop running away, bring it on. You're the next one, and I'm gonna kill you. Don't believe it, but I'm betting that you will. Stand up, I'll let you live a little bit with the pain that I bring. You know it's only the beginning. Step up, 'cause you're the next one, and I'm gonna kill you. Don't believe it, but I'm betting that you will. Stand up, I'll let you live a little bit with the pain that I bring. You know it's only the beginning. Stop breaking the limit inside you. Stop making someone to hide you. I'm breaking the limit inside you. Stop making someone to hide you. I'm breaking the limit inside you. Stop making someone to hide you. I'm breaking the limit inside you. Stop running away, bring it on.
And welcome back, folks. So this week's main feature is WWF Invasion from 2001. This was the first big pay-per-view in the WCW, ECW invading the WWF at the time. Before we get the show, I think just me and Dutch will have a wee conversation about that angle overall. And Dutch, I think in a lot of people's mind, this was the angle that promised so much but delivered so little.
Aye, you'd have earned them billions, but only earned them.
I mean, at the time, I really like it, and I still look back, and I like that time, just because of the fact that I was 9-year-old when this was going on, and I never watched WCW, so I didn't really have any nostalgia or sentiments for that. And I just thought it was cool that it was WWF going against WCW, because I still knew who they were, and as I said, I was a massive WWF mark, so they were always like the enemy, and I always hated WCW. So I liked the fucking angle, but I can admit though, looking back on it, like if I was this age now when that was going on, I'd be like, oh fuck, this is so disappointing. But I enjoyed it for what it was at the time.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you want to have that discussion now or later.
Well,
But,
just tells me what you're thinking.
well, kind of like you. I mean, the angle was okay, but it could have been so much better. They just basically rushed through it in 2-3 months. And I mean, I can understand a lot of the big names were still under contract with
Yeah.
Time Warner and AOL, but they ended up signing them 6 months later. So they just took their time, or not 6 months later, but
Well, a year
well
later.
later. Oh, this happened in July, didn't it? Aye,
Well,
July.
I mean by 2001, but by 2002 you'd like the big
Aye, because
WCW
Scott
coming over.
Steiner came. Aye, Scott Steiner came in 2000.
Aye.
Sure.
And you had the NWO were there for the No Way Out 2002.
Yeah.
Aye.
So if they just took their time and build them up and not be impatient, because you all know that, well, everybody knows the stories that it was supposed to be two separate companies,
Yeah.
no posters and all that. And one match in Tacoma, Washington.
Bagwell and Booker T.
Yeah. But as people pointed out on other pods, I'm going to name them, but Washington isn't a WCW territory. They
No.
never came. The next week they were in Atlanta, where they were based.
Yeah.
Why not make a fucking week? And not saying that the match would have improved, but have a better crowd reaction.
Yeah.
The biggest thing for me was Shane, good. Paul Heyman, good. Stephanie,
Oh,
worth it.
see looking back in her now. I mean, I didn't really notice at the time because I really wasn't looking out for this kind of stuff. But her acting is so fucking terrible and so annoying.
Yeah, but it's that. Yeah, that just ruined it for a lot of people, and it ruined it for me.
Yeah.
If you keep Shane McMahon as WCW owner, brilliant.
Paul
That's
Heyman
established.
is ECW owner, and
Yeah, or even say, well, look, ECW is being bought by Vince McMahon.
aye.
But I'm the rightful owner, so I'm setting up this group. I'm working with your son, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we have to fit in Stephanie somewhere, so she'll buy ECW. It could have possibly worked if they did it the other way around, if Stephanie bought WCW and Shane had ECW. But it's more believable to have Shane as somebody extreme and
Yeah.
something else. Not fucking Stephanie.
I think though, even the most apparent detractors of this angle will still admit there was a lot of there was a few good mark out moments, like Shane showing up at Nitro.
Oh, certainly.
I mean, could you imagine being a WCW wrestler at the time? Because they literally did not know what was going to happen with that company. And then you see Shane McMahon walking through the back. I mean, can you imagine if you're like Shane Helms or something going, what the fuck is going on here?
Exactly. In my mind, at the time,
Yeah.
at the internet, and just went to the WWF website and just flashed out WWF buys WCW. Like, what the fuck?
Aye.
And it's been reported that they bought them for like $6 million.
Yeah. It was just because Turner, the Turner Network, or AOL as it was at the time now, basically, didn't want a wrestling company in their hands. So they were quite happy just to give it to Vince, basically.
Yep. Supposedly had rights after a lawsuit.
Yeah.
If you read like the Death of WCW book from the guy from WrestleCrap,
Yeah.
they report that as well. Like there were offers for millions to buy it, but the people said, "Nah, we don't have a TV deal, so we don't want to buy it." And
Yeah.
I think even Jericho said it. If I knew how much Vince paid for it, I would
Yeah, he did.
no. Because
It's-
he's doing that 6 million tenfold just from the DVD sales, merchandise,
Yeah.
TV.
Because Bischoff was pretty much promised the company at one point. Like
Yeah.
he was going to buy it and take it over and keep it just running. But it's like his Turner were like, no, we don't want it in our television network anymore. So that fucking scuppered that.
As I said, they didn't see the potential in the TV library.
Yeah. Which is insane. When you think of the amount of money that fucking WCW would have made for Turner Network over the years as well, and the amount of fucking ratings it would have brung in, they didn't see any way to make money off this company. It's madness.
Well, they made money, but they lost it double next again year.
Yeah.
I think in 1998 they made a profit of like 60 million, 63 million.
Yeah.
Absurd like that. Then the year after they lost it.
Mhm.
They started bringing in pointless celebrities.
Yeah. I think a lot of the reason why the WCW lost the like television deal as well was because like by this point Ted Turner didn't really have a say in his own television network anymore because of the AOL merger.
Yeah, exactly. He sold his stock, so
Yeah.
it's a shame because you need competition. I mean, just look at the
Oh well, yeah. The lose on all this has been the fans. Wrestling's never got to the same height as it was before April 2001.
yeah. I mean, they used to average 12, 14 million between the two shows, and now they're lucky to crack 4.
Yeah. Well, like this pay-per-view had over 700,000 buys. That's nearly as much as WrestleMania now.
Exactly.
That's incredible. I mean,
One
money,
was best year. Got this SummerSlam, No Mercy.
no chance getting near that.
Huh?
Like, yeah, I'm just saying, like your average monthly WWE pay-per-views have got no chance of getting anywhere near that kind of number.
No, but if you just look at the run of pay-per-views they had in 2001, Royal
Yeah.
Rumble, brilliant. WrestleMania, brilliant.
Yeah.
But dude, we'll get to that. SummerSlam, brilliant.
Yeah.
No Mercy, brilliant.
Survivor Series.
Nah,
I liked it.
I'm just kidding. Can't mind. Yeah, but that was the best year. And in 2002, it just came falling apart. It was Triple H,
Yeah.
mega push started.
Oh dear. I mean, this is kind of like the dying embers of the Attitude Era. No, I mean, some people with good reason might even argue that this isn't the Attitude Era. This is very much post-Attitude Era.
Well, yeah, technically it stopped in 2004 when they became PG again, but
No, I'd personally, I'd say even the Attitude.
2002 for me.
I'd say after WrestleMania 17, I'd class that as the last WrestleMania within the Attitude Era. Anyway, I wouldn't count WrestleMania 18 as being in the Attitude Era.
No, as I said, I think beginning 2002, that was the end of
Yeah. It's personally, without pulling strings, I'd say 2001, like the whole calendar year, that would be the last Attitude Era year, anyway.
Yeah, that was the best year in wrestling. Even though ECW and WCW folded, but
Yeah.
just
Right, well, let's get into the show then. So WWF Invasion came from the sold out Gund Arena in Cleveland, Ohio, a crowd with 17,964, so just under 18,000 fans. It was on July the 22nd, sorry, 2001, 12 days after my 9th birthday. As I said, the show done amazingly well with over 700,000 pay-per-view buys, which is incredible. So the show opened with one of their famous promo videos. You never got a bad one of these back then.
No, and don't forget they had the match on Sunday Night Heat.
Oh, right, Scotty Too Hotty against, who was it? Chavo Guerrero, so it was, fuck me. Anyway, the opening promo, just fucking WWF at their best. I mean, if you weren't excited for this pay-per-view already after seeing that short, 2-minute clip, I think fucking you would have been.
Yeah. Well, as you said, this video pack.
Yeah. Right, so the first match of the night was Edge and Christian of the WWF going up against Lance Storm and the first dead wrestler on the show, Mike Awesome.
Yay.
I don't think we can mention Mike Awesome without the Joey Styles line.
Yeah. Wish he would.
No, Mike Awesome attempts a suicide dive, and it's a shame he didn't succeed in taking his own life. Well, just hold on for another 2 years, Joey, and you will get your wish. He's a bad man, Joey Styles. He's a very bad man.
Yeah, the only good thing or funny thing he did was knock out Bradshaw backstage.
Mike Awesome, did he do that?
No, Joey Styles.
Oh yeah. Did you know? I think you posted that in the thread this week.
No, not me. Somebody else must have done that,
Yeah.
but I can't stand him anymore. Used to be good.
I've never been a big Joey Styles fan, to be honest.
Nah, as I mentioned before, Twitter used to be good. Just write random rants, and now it's, oh, buy this on Amazon or.
I know he's such a fucking WWE fucking kiss ass now as well.
Yeah, he's on par with JR, plugging.
Basically, aye. I mean, when you think as well that when he was employed as a Raw commentator and he done his I hate sports entertainment rant, and now he's like on Twitter plugging the 10 greatest fucking whatever brand pants matches or fucking ambulance matches or stuff that on the latest shite it's on the WWE website. It's like, you really fucking hate sports entertainment, pal.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's in charge of the media side of WWE website.
Something like that.
Similar, well, my feelings similar like with JR. If you say something, keep to it. If you say, oh, I'm against all this, don't keep plugging the things that you're against just for a fucking paycheck.
Yeah.
Just tell them fuck off. I've got my own guide.
Well, on the other hand, if I was getting paid the amount of money that JR and Joey Styles have been paid by WWE over the years, I'd be rather tempted to do the same, to be honest.
I don't know. Is your pride worth less than money?
Well, you say your pride, though, but then you think it's your pride in wrestling.
Oh, but if just look at JR. Every time they're in fucking Oklahoma, you get humiliated.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't know if I'd put up with quite as much as JR has. Anyway, Edge and Christian against Awesome and Lance Storm. Gav, what did you think of this match?
Well, I thought it was pretty decent, I like the Edge and Christian stuff, but I sometimes I struggle to tell the difference between them. I don't know why.
They both had long hair.
That's probably why.
You're a fucking idiot.
I just thought it was alright, you know, decent enough open.
He is Butch.
Who's?
Botch.
Christian,
No.
come on.
No, what was his watch?
Oh, he's
Botch.
Edge chucked, I think, Awesome. No, Lance Storm into Awesome over the top rope. Went on his hands and knees, and Christian ran on the ropes. Wanted to use Edge as a lift, and fucking slipped and nearly killed himself.
I don't think I've seen that.
In the beginning, mine. You remember when?
Oh, right, I did, aye.
Remember that spot with Lesnar and Cena?
Yeah. Aye, the one we've seen.
Wanted to jump over the rope and got his knee.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. I had a spastic moment there.
What I also loved is, well, maybe I'm the only one that notices it, but every time the Fink introduced them, he always announced,
Christian and Edge.
yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that as well.
Everybody else, Edge and Christian.
Christian, as you say.
Christian. Yeah, I'm Dutch.
Christian.
Christian. Aye, so the finish of this match was, where's my notes?
Christian Spears.
Yeah, Christian Spears.
Awesome, I think. Was it awesome? I think it was.
Oh, it's a 50-50, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the other. Yeah, Christian behind the official's back, Spears, Mike Awesome. After he was footing about with Lance Storm outside, Christian covers him and gets a pin. And Edge and Christian get the win after 10 minutes to put the WWF 1-0 up, or 1-1 if you're going by heat. And after the match, JR said that Edge and Christian reek of awesomeness, which is quite funny, I thought.
Yeah, that was their best run as well. Well, late 2000, 2001.
Yeah.
Up in November-ish. And it became evident that they weren't brothers, just best friends.
Yeah, but sure they done the angle to split them was that Christian came and said that Mum was in trouble.
Oh, Grandma, I think.
Was it Grandma? That was Grandma, wasn't it? Aye.
That she didn't want to speak to Christian, only to Edge, and like a few weeks later said, no, they're not actually brothers, but they're just best friends.
Yeah.
Even though we promoted them as brothers for a few years.
Heels. Yeah. So the next match we got was Errol Hebner of the WWF going up against Nick Patrick of the Alliance, and yes, this is two referees in this match, with Mick Foley being the special guest ref.
Yeah.
Not as terrible as I thought it was going to be honest.
Didn't Hedner hit like one move and he won?
Well, he kind of done like...
Done a John Cena.
He kind of did a shoulder tackle, aye, but it wasn't really a shoulder tackle. So, I'm going to give it, so name and call it the Hedner flip flap flop. I think that's the best way to describe it.
It just seemed to be a bad lumberjack match sort of thing, if you get what I mean.
It was like fucking West Side Story version of gangs. The two referees on the outside. All you were missing was like the clicking of the fingers and stuff. I don't know. I thought it was a nice fucking mark-out moment when Hebner won. I thought it was nice. We Arrow won.
Aye.
It's funny though.
Would have been better if Patrick still had his mullet.
Yeah. And his moustache.
Aye.
I found it quite funny when they were all like, "Oh yeah, Hebner bleeds WWF. He loves WWF. He'll never leave the WWF." Now a referee in TNA.
Well, he never left the WWE, get sacked. For stealing merchandise and selling it on his own.
Aye, along with his brother.
Mm-hmm.
What
No
was that? Brian
surprise.
Hebner.
Huh?
Is it Brian Hebner?
No. You've got two Hebners.
Dave and Arrow. He had Brian Hebner as well, though.
Aye, but isn't that his son or something
Yeah.
like that?
Aye, was it not? Did Brian Hebner come out with the WCW referees? The wee blonde guy. Was that him?
I don't know.
It looked like, I don't know if it was, but it kind of looked like him. Yeah.
No, but
Him and
you used to have two Hebners, Gav. Started at the WrestleMania. After WrestleMania 3, you had the Saturday night main event. Hulk Hogan against Andre the Giant. And they did an evil twin that Andre the Giant screwed Hulk Hogan. They later discovered that it wasn't Dave Hebner, it was his evil brother, twin brother. Oh,
yeah. You know, that is still the highest watched wrestling show ever. It done like something like 14 million viewers.
yeah.
Because it was like primetime TV on a Saturday night. Incredible. I mean, say what you fucking want about Hulk Hogan, but you got the numbers in.
Yeah, but back then you didn't have that much wrestling, so
Yeah.
I mean they promoted the shit out of matches like that. Now you just get it on a Raw.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I suppose you didn't. The product wasn't as diluted as it is now.
Yeah, I mean, just go back. You've got 3 hours of Raw. You've got 2 hours of SmackDown. And besides that, you've got Superstars, main event, NXT, and like the recap shows. So like 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, good 9, 10 hours a week. Then
Yeah.
you watch TNA for another 3 hours. Just too much.
Yeah. I mean, who's got time to watch all this? Seriously.
Exactly.
Anyway, the next match was the APA, Viagra, Varuk and Bradshaw up against Sean O'Hare and Chuck Palumbo of the, Alliance WCW. This was the tag team champions versus tag team champions match.
Fine.
That's it.
Was it not just a wee bit of a squash in the end? Sort of.
It
It
Yeah.
didn't last long.
was a short match.
5 or
It
6 minutes.
was a short match, but I don't know if you could really describe it as a squash.
I think the wrong team won.
Well, when you think back then, though, the APA were fucking really over.
Yeah, but if you want to build up new people,
Yeah,
the APA is already over, so one loss wouldn't hurt them.
I suppose. I think though at the time though, like because they were really pushing Bradshaw as being one of the leaders of the WWF. So I don't know.
Yeah, no, I understand your logic, but in the long run, it's like should have put more build on the new people.
Oh, at the same time though, they had no fucking intent of pushing O'Hare or Chuck Palumbo.
Oh, Chuck got his push later.
As a biker who beat up Michelle McCool.
No. Nearly getting married.
With
SmackDown.
Billy, aye.
Aye.
Then he was in the FBI, wasn't
Aye.
he? Full-blooded Italians. I still think his biker gimmick who beat up Michelle McCool was the best.
Yeah. Stupid gimmicks.
Yeah. Right, so Bradshaw pinned Palumbo with a clothesline from hell. We then got, after this, we got a backstage segment with, in the Alliance locker room, where Shane McMahon was, no, sorry, we got a Chris Jericho promo before that with Vince McMahon, where like Vince was trying to pump up Jericho, and they both done Jericho's never ever thing together, which I thought was quite cool. Then we got in the Alliance locker room with Billy Kidman talking to Shane and Stephanie getting away with the two of them going, I hate Chris Jericho, I hate him, I hate him. I wanted to slap her on the tits. Really annoying cow.
Fucking Gaga.
Yeah. And then stick a baseball bat up. But anyway, I thought the best thing about this was Heyman sitting in the background with his fucking head in his hand. That just summed up Stephanie's acting for me.
Yeah, exactly. As I mentioned, see, I have no reason to be there.
No. I thought it was quite I thought Heyman's outburst in this promo was quite funny where Billy Kidman and Shane are talking, yeah, it's all under control. And Heyman's like, what the fuck, we've just lost the first 3 matches, can you not see what's going on here?
Was he? I thought it.
Yeah, so we got that, and Billy Kidman tells Paul Heyman to relax, and he's going to show why they say X-Pac sucks. Aye, so the next match was the light heavyweight champion, WWF light heavyweight champion, X-Pac going against the WCW cruiserweight champion, Billy Kidman. Who was the face and who was the heel in this match?
Well, it's supposed to be X-Pac the face.
Aye.
It's that famous X-Pac. Either.
Yeah.
Not like we hate you, but just fuck off.
Aye. I always thought that was a bit harsh, to be fair.
Yeah, he wasn't a bad wrestler at all.
No.
He's the one that trained Jericho to wrestle the WWF style.
Yeah.
And from all accounts, he's a good guy now. But I think it's one of those things you have now with Cena. Eh? You see him all the time, you just get fed up.
Yeah. I thought it was quite funny during this match they were trying to put the WWF light heavyweight belt on the same like level as a cruiserweight title from WCW. I mean, you can say that WCW underutilized the cruiserweights, but the WWF didn't give a fuck about that belt. I mean, the fact that Gilbert held it for what, 5 years or something.
Aye, and the fact that the WWF light heavyweight belt was defended more in Japan
Yeah.
outside of the WWF until years later, and like, oh yeah, we actually do have a light heavyweight belt.
Yeah.
And the fact that, oh, can we have it back, please?
Can we have it back to give it to Gilbert?
Yeah.
No, 'cause
That's, I mean, you see that with the X Division now in TNA, there is a market for it.
yeah. And I was just, when we were doing last week's show, Armageddon, and Dean Malenko was a light heavyweight champion, and he said he was going to be the best light heavyweight champion in WWF history. I went, well, fuck, I could be the best light heavyweight champion in WWF history. It's not that hard.
Aye, and then they got fucking merged with the Cruiserweight Championship.
Yeah.
That's one for you, Gav. Who's the last Cruiserweight champion ever?
Don't have a clue, but I'll go for Chavo Guerrero.
Incorrect.
It's the guy that you get compared to a lot. About 2 foot tall.
Hornswoggle.
Correct.
Correct.
Why?
Because fuck that belt, that's why.
Did he find it in a bin like Eric Young?
No, he won a Cruiserweight Invitational with about 30 other proper Cruiserweight wrestlers at the time. Then he just ignored the belt.
You had that
How?
Chavo, well. Did he win it, Chavo?
Yeah, well, it was like the Cruiserweight Invitational match that they'd done at the time. It was one of them, and he was like the last guy in, and he pinned Chavo Guerrero clean to win the belt.
It's like they don't like Chavo or something.
No, well, it's not just that though. It's not the fact that they didn't have any Cruiserweight wrestlers in the company at the time. They had this whole section of guys that they could have used and built that division, but they went, fuck it, can't be bothered. Give Hornswoggle the belt and just ruin it. It's a sad end to that titles lineage.
Yeah.
You could say it was
Why didn't they have?
Bring back the hardcore title. Looks like that's some terrific matches.
Well, at least that title was treated properly. It was given a proper burial, if you will.
But it wouldn't work like it did years back.
No, I mean, no, I don't want to see the hardcore division brought back.
Orton and Bryan got fined for those chair shots a few weeks back on Raw.
Yeah. I mean, can't argue with that. If they're going to
Did
find
anything happen? You go.
I was just saying, if they're going to find Undertaker and Triple H for doing it, then I don't think Bryan and Orton can complain.
No, but they said that's why you can't, well, not necessarily need it for a hardcore title, but...
Yeah. Was it headshots he done? I can't remember seeing any specific headshots with the chair.
Mind that, I think Orton chucked that chair right into Bryan's head.
Alright, aye.
Back.
Aye, but
Just shows you 2 weeks ago and you already forgot.
Yeah. It was 2 weeks ago.
Did anyone ever?
We got.
Sorry, Gav. Go.
Did anyone ever come on like CM Punk and Cena doing the pile driver before WrestleMania? Either of them get fined or?
No, that's not a finable thing. They got pissed off.
It's an outlawed move, isn't it?
Oh, fuck, technically.
One of those moves that they'd rather not have you do it.
Yeah. It's just a dangerous move. I mean, but you can't say don't do it, then Undertaker does it every match he's in.
Yeah, but he takes the brunt.
Yeah, he goes in his knees. I mean, it's the move that ended Stone Cold's career.
Yeah, well, it changed his career.
Well, shortened it by about 10 years anyway.
Yeah, and changed his style. Because after that, he became the brawler that we all know and love.
Yeah.
After that, he was more the technical.
Oh no, he was a good wrestler, Austin. Aye, people forget that about him. Anyway, Billy Kidman won this match with the shooting star press. Dutch, what did you think of Billy Kidman back in the day?
Yeah, he was okay. I mean, there was this running gag that he never got powerbombed.
Yeah.
Which any of his matches, and every time somebody tried to powerbomb him, he countered it.
I liked him as well. I liked him when he was in the WWE as well after this. When he was doing the...
Oh.
I remember his gimmick where he stopped doing the shooting star press when he was teaming with Paul London because he injured, I think it might have been Kid Cash actually. And they were doing this gimmick where they're going like it was an outlawed move because it was so dangerous. Then he like turned heel in London and then started hitting him with about 5 at the one go or something. I like Billy Kidman. And he's an agent now in the WWE, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was that. So the next match, that's 3-1 now, if you're keeping score at home to the WWF, or 3-2. Fuck it, we're not counting the Sunday Night Heat match, that doesn't count. 3-1 to the WWF. If we're going by Ryder Cup rules.
Oh, but if, in the end...
Oh, it didn't matter, fuck it.
It does. the last match.
That's a
Skip gives the decider.
Well, put it this way, if WCW lost every other match up to that point and then they won the last match, do you think they'd claim victory?
Nah.
We'll agree to disagree. Right, so the fifth match was between Raven of the Alliance and William Regal, who was the WWF Commissioner.
Was he the commissioner? Goodwill ambassador?
No, he was the Commissioner still at the time, aye. But like he was supposed to be like the Goodwill ambassador for the WWF as well. But he was the Commissioner at the time.
Him and Tajiri were brilliant.
Aye. Tajiri was awesome. What did you make this match? I thought it was quite solid. I think all the matches in this card were actually solid. I don't think we had a bad match. I'm not saying...
Yeah, it was solid, but I think a wee bit of a styles clash.
Yeah. So the finish of this match was Taz came down to the ring and hit a T-bone suplex on Regal, and Raven came in and hit the DDT and got the free count. That's 3-2 now. It's getting close. So, this is tight. This is tense.
Oh, but it just shows you back then, just a DDT finishes the match. Now, in certain matches, you'll have 55 power bombs, 27 DDTs, and they get beat by a roll up.
Yeah. The sixth match was a filler match between the Big Show, Billy Gunn, and do you know who the third guy was, Gav? You might recognise him.
I can't remember.
Did you watch the match?
I think I might have skipped this match.
Oh, you're off. Right, that's it. 10 points. Go on.
I can remember the commentator talking about Billy Gunn, but I just skipped to the finish. But for the life of me, I can't remember who the fourth guy was or the third guy was.
See, this is where you acting the smart wee prick with Johnny comes back to bite you. It was Albert.
Ah.
Right, so they were going up
I
against...
thought it was Tensai.
Die. Speaking of which, in WCW Alliance team, it was Chris Kanyon, who's dead, going up against teaming with Sean Stasiak and Hugh Morris. Filler.
Yeah, let's push some shit together and see if it sticks.
I'm amazed they didn't use Big Show more during this angle. A guy who was a WWF and WCW champion was just totally irrelevant through this whole invasion angle.
Yeah, but wouldn't be surprised if it's backstage issues or something like that.
Well, I think this was about the time where they were worried about the guy's weight, even though I think he's a lot slimmer then than he ever was in the last 10 years.
Yeah. I mean, as I noted on my own notes, I think this was just to even out the numbers.
Yeah.
Like, they won a few matches in a row. Oh, let's give them another match.
Yeah, because the WCW team won it to take it free each.
But they were made to look like shit right after the match.
Aye, because they got attacked and Big Show choke slammed and fucking alley-ooped Canyon.
Oh yeah, he had that move for a brief time, man. To play on his basketball career.
I liked his final cut finisher.
I think he's the guy with the longest single theme song. He's had a few remixes, but
Yeah.
it's always song.
Well, Vince, I suppose.
Yeah, but as an active wrestler.
Yeah. The Rock?
Yeah.
Vince.
We said Vince. I liked The Rock's Heel Hollywood version of his song. It was like dun 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 dun. Thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, that was.
Right, so the 7th match. Fuck, 9 matches in this show.
Aye.
10 matches. Aye, 10 matches. Jesus. Well, before that, we got William Regal back in his office. He told to Jerry to go after that little gobshite Taz. I don't know why, but it was something so funny about William Regal describing Taz as a gobshite.
William Regal's a classy guy.
Yes, he's an English gentleman from Blackpool. Straight out of Blackpool.
Didn't bleep out bullshit either
No.
for the backstage segment, though. That's bullshit.
Dutch, what was your views in Taz in the WWF?
Good, but started off good with the debut win over Angle. Again, they could have done so much better. It ended when he faced Triple H. Got beat.
Yeah.
Because Mike Awesome left ECW, WCW, even though he was still the champion.
Oh, yeah. When they had like an ECW match for the ECW title between a WWF guy and a WCW guy.
Yeah, so Taz won the title a few days later, or a few weeks later. He goes on SmackDown as the ECW World Heavyweight Champion in a match against Triple H.
Mm-hmm.
Just gets squashed.
Did he get injured or what? Because
can't mind when he got injured, but not long after this, he was doing broadcasts.
Aye, before this, during this time.
Yeah, can't mind when he got injured, but
why did they make him a commentator?
I don't know. Think maybe he just had a look. Can't wrestle that much longer, and just put his run.
Well, sure, he did do commentary in ECW for a bit.
Yeah.
With Joey Styles.
I think he's most famous for starting that whole what shite.
Aye, it was the promo Austin done with Taz that started that, aye.
Aye, the watch.
It's so funny now when you hear crowds chanting that, and you just know there's like some 10-year-old that's got no idea why he's shouting what.
It's annoying.
Oh, it's annoying as hell now. It's a sign of a fanny crowd when all they do is chant what. It was funny.
What?
Exactly.
What?
Exactly. It was funny.
A single person. Oh wait.
Oh, you go. Sorry.
Oh, I wanted to hang up on Gav, but.
All right.
What?
Shut up, Gav.
Up, Gav.
Continue, Dutch.
Taz.
No, that's it. I love Taz, but they could have done a bit more.
Yeah. So, I fucking loved it, Jerry, as well. He was awesome.
Yeah, he was brilliant as well.
The tarantula was one of those fucking cool moves at the time as well. That was like one of my favourite moves.
Same here. Yeah. He always cursed that he could only have it for 5 seconds in the WWF.
Yeah. And the green mist, fucking loved the mist. Always thought every match, really, how does he do that? Where does it come from?
Exact same.
Yeah. So anyway, Jerry won the match by spitting the green mist into Taz's face, then hit him with the buzzsaw kick for the win. What's that with that? Wait, 4-3? 4 each?
4 each.
4 each, aye. 4 each, aye. No. Aye.
Aye.
Yeah, I did. That's 7 matches, we can't beat 4 each.
Aye, but you count the heat.
Right, so that's to Jerry, 1-0. I'm counting back here. WCW won the tag team. 1 each. Raven beat Regal 2-1 Alliance. 3-1 Alliance. That's 4-3 WWE. Alright, 4-4 if we're counting Heat.
Aye, that's what I said.
Do we need to count Heat?
But because if you look towards the end, one team wins 5-6. There were 10 matches on the main card and one on Sunday night.
Right, aye, okay, aye, we're counting. Aye, we're counting heat then, aye. Right, okay, aye, we need to count heat then, so that's 4 each. Right, so the 8th match of the actual pay-per-view was for the WWF Hardcore title between the only title match in the show, between Rob Van Dam and Jeff Hardy. RVD obviously of ECW and Hardy of the WWF. One of the best things about the Invasion angle was the matches that these two put on, I thought.
Yeah, I mean, typical RVD match,
Yeah.
more concerned with himself than in the angles.
I mean, it was a bit of a spot fest, but fuck, if it's fun, you can't complain.
Oh, exactly.
One of the fucking... See when Jeff gets up on the ladder and they just push him off?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a fucking difficult thing to do. If he makes... I mean, to be fair to him, he took the landing well, but if he does that wrong, that's going to be fucking sore.
Yeah, but again, wouldn't you start climbing down or...
Yeah.
That was his gimmick, huh?
Yeah. I mean, this match, I know I've said it before, but wrestlers do not have the same fucking thought process as normal human beings.
No, but these are the perfect things to show when people say, oh, it's all fake.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fake, but you climb a ladder that size and just do what he did.
Yeah, go for it. See how you get on.
Or just climb on that 10-meter cage and just chuck yourself off through a table.
When people say to me, wrestling's fake, my butt is always, okay, right, jump 6 feet in the air and land vertically on your back, then horizontally on your back, and tell me how fake it is then.
Aye, and do that 300 times a year.
Aye.
It's a day. But don't forget, between the matches you have to travel to the next city.
Yeah.
Train, eat, sleep. Nah. Fuck them. Still real to us, damn it.
Indeed. Fuck them all. We don't
Fuck.
need them. We don't need them. Who are we talking about? Anyway. So this match was, a good spot fest. A good hardcore spot fest. Didn't it too? RVD won by...
5-star.
5-star, yeah, by hitting the 5-star frog splash on Hardy and becoming a hardcore champion. And ECW wrestler is the hardcore champion, but not really, but So that makes it 5-4 to the Alliance. Correct?
Yeah, if it was 4 for the previous match, 4 plus 1 is 5.
Fuck
well
off.
done.
Fuck off. Right. So the 9th penultimate match in this show was...
It was your new job?
The inaugural brawl.
No, it wasn't. Where's my new job? I'm not fucking saying what company I'm going to work for in here. Christ.
Exactly. No, but...
Are you daft?
No, but, you know, I think your job needs some form of counting.
Nah. Oh, it's not that I was counting, I just forgot what score we were at. Anyway, the next match is the tag team Brand Panties match between Tori Wilson and Stacey Kibler of WCW against Trish Stratus and Lita of the WWF, with Mick Foley again as a special guest referee. Thoughts on
Match
this?
of the night.
God damn, yes. Oh. See, Gav, see when you talk about Caitlyn and that is your fucking divas. They're no divas. This is real fucking divas.
They're no divas, they're women. It was called the women's division back then, wasn't it?
Aye, but they were still called divas.
Hmm.
You'd
I prefer your era to my era.
yes.
Era, to be honest.
What?
When did they stop the bikini contest at SummerSlam? That used to be.
Imagine when the PG era started, obviously.
Oh, they did it after the PG. How about?
Did they?
But just look
And what-
at the difference between the Attitude Era bikini contest and the PG.
Yeah. Well, I think Sable wins for having the best bikini ever.
Yeah, I mean, nowadays if you look at it, it's like, oh wow. But when you're younger, especially for you, like I was 17, 18, like wow.
I was
I was
fucking,
9 when
I was 9 when this shit was happening.
Exactly. You've got double the effect.
That's what I always laugh at. See when they talk about now that when they talk about the WWE's market towards kids now. I was a kid when the fucking Attitude Era was going on, and I fucking loved it, and every kid I knew loved it.
Yeah, but that's I mean,
I guarantee you, I would not have got into wrestling if I was a kid and I had to watch the product now.
that's why it's ironic that Gav got into wrestling with the product we have now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's hard to explain. But I think you'd have a different viewpoint if you were a kid just starting out. You think, oh, this stuff's
Probably.
great.
No, it's not knocking you. I mean,
Oh no, I'm just pointing
can't
out.
expect somebody
Because I'm a proper
that age.
I'm a proper 90s kid, and we were fucking hardcore.
Fucking 80s kid, I'm the old.
Yeah,
Why,
dude.
when Johnny, I'm the oldest one here.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, I mean, there's no set age, but we're jumping ahead to Gav's question.
Yeah, well, we'll get back to that. So Lita and Trish win this match, and
Everybody wins.
I would do bad things to Stacey Keeper and Tori Wilson and Trish and Lita.
Best
Wow.
part was when they were walking back, you noticed that Trish nearly fell into that pit.
Yeah. I thought that was cool as well, just the stage entrance where he had the WCW guys come out for one end and the WWF guys come out for the other end. That was quite
Yeah.
cool. I mean,
Just like that.
they done that really well.
Yeah, they used to do that in TNA as well. They had like one side of the stage.
Oh yeah, so they had like their heels and their faces entrance.
Yeah, I mean, it's little things, but it sets it apart.
Yeah. Right, so that takes us to 5 each. And what are you fucking sniggering that?
Oh no, I'm talking to someone else.
So,
Nice to know you're giving us your full attention as always.
I fiddling about with Steam, plugging other blogs, talking to other people. We're feeling left out here, Gav.
So you're basically doing everything bar contributing to this.
Aye.
Cheers,
Times
Gav.
that Monty does ask you a question. I can't remember.
No, I never watched that match.
I just skipped it to the end.
Was
Highlight.
I supposed to watch a whole show? No, just
What year?
that's the thing. Gav got confused this week because he was scrolling around looking for Invasion 2008. He was gutted when I had to tell him there was only ever one Invasion pay-per-view.
Oh, God.
Oh dear. Right, so
Because if we ever reach like 50 or 100 podcasts and we do like meet up, do a live one, Jesus, guys, you're gonna get it. Then again, you'll be 17 by then. Huh?
yeah. So the main event was the inaugural ball.
Roll.
Hmm?
Said an inaugural ball. Roll.
Said bro. Brr. Anyway, so it was a 10-man tag team between the team of WWF, The Undertaker, Kane, Chris Jericho, Kurt Angle, and Steve Austin up against the alliance team of the Dudley Boys, Rhino, Booker T, and DDP. Wow. I mean, see if this was the final match of the angle, I don't think you could have complained. Just for the guys who were in it.
No, I mean, no other valid reason. Okay, you could make the point that Austin and Jericho
Yeah.
had in WCW a good run in WCW.
Yeah.
Who else would put in their place? Take away. The Hulk was injured, I think. He wasn't there filming.
Yeah, he was filming the Mummy, I think, at that point.
Yeah.
Or the maybe in the Mummy or the Scorpion King, I can't remember. So what did you think of the match itself, Gav?
You talking about the last match?
Yes.
Oh, the opening match, Gav.
Fucking hell. Talking about the main event. Are you talking about the last match? Aye.
Oh, I'm still, and I liked Austin's heel turn at the end. Great. It's a big surprise for everyone.
Is that a wee hint that you just skipped it to the end?
So fucking spoiler alert, eh?
They had a lot of back and forth action with the Dudleys and Kane, didn't they? Like, quite a portion of the match was just the Dudleys trying to pin Kane.
Are you telling us he did, or are you just like shooting for something that might have happened and seeing if it did?
Stop picking on me.
Stop killing me.
The Dudleys and Kane.
I'm telling my mum.
Ah, she's in bed.
Mum, I'm getting bullied in my podcast. Tell them to stop. That'll be next week's pod. It'll be the four of us and Gav's mum to make sure nobody says any naughty things about him.
Don't know if I'll be on next week.
No, you won't. That's true. Dutch, you want to give us some actual insight?
Depends if I'm rotted.
Skip it. Just fucking sit your priorities.
Fuck yours.
Or talk about wrestling.
Where do you work?
It's on my Facebook. I'm not gonna.
Don't mention but you work in a restaurant.
Well, see the restaurant that Gav works in, it's shite, need to go to it. There you go, you're sagged, so you don't need to worry about your work next week.
Just imagine if he does post that, like, oh, somebody found out, told my boss.
Gav was on a podcast saying that your shop's shite, pal. Is that true? Gav who? Who the fuck's Gav? Oh, the creepy wee bastard that stares at all the barmaid's tits. Oh, him. I've been waiting for an excuse to get rid of that wee cunt.
The guy that only watches the highlights of everything.
Aye. The guy going by his podcast will only like show up for half an hour of his shift and skip the rest of it.
Aye, just skip to the end.
He'll come in for his last hour.
Exactly. Do you do that? Just walk in, punch in, and leave, and come back at the end. I was at work, but I didn't do everything.
Oh.
Random days. Gav, you were supposed to work on Monday, but I came in on Thursday.
He's scheduled for Monday. He comes in on the first day. Scheduled for Monday morning, comes in Thursday night.
We're not open night.
Oh well. Right, Dutch, this match.
Yeah, it was another good match.
Yeah.
You mentioned. Oh no. Don't mention any wrestlers, Kimbo.
Kimbo. We decided that you're the Angel of Death.
Fuck you.
Do you know why?
Because
You mentioned.
because of the wonderful things he does. What?
Because you mentioned Doink in last week's pod, and like 2 days later he died.
Matt Bourne died the other day, man.
What?
Matt Bourne died.
Aye. Matt Osborne.
Osborne.
Sorry, talking Highlander and Matt Bourne pure died in it, right? What? What are we saying?
Me?
Eh? What?
I've not got a fucking clue what's going on here now.
Is this thing on?
Are you pissed?
Fucking right, I'm pissed.
Oh, fuck.
Fucking hear that.
Dutch.
Yeah.
I was speaking to somebody that was an Ajax fan today.
Fuck off.
No, but they were saying, wait, if I can find my phone. She said that you're only Dutch because you had to breathe through a Jewish area. You're not really Dutch per se. Okay,
What?
Dutch.
I'm getting my fucking balls between. About because your attitude. Wait, hold. Okay, for fuck's sake. Ajax are called Jews because in order to get to the stadium, you had to travel through the Jewish neighbourhood. It doesn't even have the connection that Celtic has with being a Tay club. Haha.
Oh, aye. But you should ask her.
I'm not saying fuck all to her. She's,
Ask her how many Jews that they got deported. Cunts. But anyway, try to finish up this
Aye.
shit before you came. I ran in.
excuse me.
I was talking about Gav.
Aye. Well, just near enough at the end of the show.
Oh shit.
Well, we're talking about the last match in Invasion. You got into that?
I said earlier on about what I had to say about Invasion.
What?
The last time I watched Invasion was when it was a pay-per-view.
Oh, that's right. You never watched it. Aye. Right, fuck it.
Being busy.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. I'm not going to get you.
Be busy with women's clothes and fitting into tights and stuff.
Right. So, the ending of this match was Booker. The referee was
It
down.
was terrible.
Ah, well, I'll tell you. Let's get to that. The referee was down, and Angle.
Where's Shanko gone?
He's got his way in the night.
So?
I don't fucking know, man. I'm not going to chase the guy up saying no.
Sorry, Claire.
Hi, Claire.
Hi. She's not got her happy pills on.
Tell her I said hi.
Fuck her anyway. Do you know women? Shit, she heard that. Hey.
Of course she did.
How do you mean, of course she did? I could have earmuffed her. Hey.
Do you know that way when you're sitting in late at night, then you get a call for your pissed pal? This is kind of what this is like.
Fuck you.
Right, can I finish this pay-per-view, please?
Wind it.
Right. So the finish of this match was the referee was knocked out on the outside, and Angle had Booker T in a ankle lock. So Austin grabs the referee and throws him back in the ring. Then he stunners Angle and covers Booker T on him, and Booker T gets the win and the Alliance win. Can I just see when this first happened? When I was 9-year-old, I was fucking
Really crying.
raging. I was fucking raging. I actually remember seeing the next morning, I got up and I had this Stone Cold bed cover at the time, and I told my mum to throw it out because I was raging with Austin.
Fuck off, really?
I couldn't believe what he'd done to the WWF. I was raging.
That's what we thought of WrestleMania the year before.
Aye.
No, actually, WrestleMania was the year after when he turned on.
No, it was the one
WWF.
before. I was 17. It was that year. It was a couple
It
months.
was a few months before.
Aye, this was a few months after that WrestleMania. But that's what I was later saying. I gave him one more chance after he went with McMahon, and now he's done this to me as well. This is it. I'm finished with him.
The next day on Raw, he gave his explanation. He got jealous of
He
Kurt
won.
Angle giving him hugging Vince.
Aye.
Or Austin hugging Kurt, calling The Rock.
He didn't feel loved.
And,
Stone Cold didn't feel loved.
That was no. Was that? That wasn't the culmination, was it?
Aye, that was the reason why he joined.
Of Invasion, was it?
Aye, that was the end of the pay-per-view, aye. Austin
Jesus.
turning...
Oh, so that went on to Survivor Series then, did it? Fuck knows.
Aye, they went on to Survivor Series and Angle turned into WWF.
Team
then-
WWF, aye. Oh, fuck, Jesus.
But then,
Sorry, it's just because it was so long
Ah.
ago.
he was in the match for WCW, but then he turned to WCW and hit Austin near the head with a chair, and WWF got the win. But that's another 4 months down the line from this point.
So that's with 3 more weeks. So, fuck knows. Nah. I'm absolutely smashed. I apologise in advance.
What did you give this pay-per-view out of 10, Kimball?
1.
1. Gav.
7.
Dutch.
Fuck off, Gav. 1.
That's good.
Dutch.
6.5.
6.5.
As I mentioned, they had a brilliant run in 2001. This is one of the few ones that it's okay. As you mentioned, there wasn't a bad match on it.
Yeah.
There's nothing that, besides the last match, that you could say, oh, I'm going to watch that again.
Yeah.
Why not? That's the whole point of a pay-per-view, though.
No, but if you have WrestleMania 17, you can watch that over and over.
I've got that on the fucking... What's it called? PS2.
I
So-
would watch the...
What did you... Like... I'm sorry. Right, I know... Sorry, I'm smashed. But last night's Raw was fucking terrible. Absolutely pish. Right,
Aye.
there was nothing. Even at the very end, when Dolph Ziggler jammed up a rope to confuse fucking Ziggler. Sorry, Claire. Put the stockings nut on it. But okay, that's a joke as well. Right, but there was no point to it. It's like, well, what? I'm not engaging. I'm not drawing it next week at all. You know, it's like when there was that week where we were all buzzing, yes, this is great, fucking yes. But now it's like, it's back to it, shite again.
I don't disagree.
The whole fucking, Vicky, Willie, won't he? And even Chris Jericho's like taking a piss at Ryback. You know what I mean? He's engaging a bit, but then it's like, well, what's the point? Because it's going nowhere.
Mr. Back.
Oh,
I've got earplugs in and I can still hear you.
that's Monty.
Please keep your
That's my fault.
I'm there, right? I've got the Skype on and I'm giving him fucking like,
I'm
no,
trying to sleep.
I'm not speaking. You're just, no, but I'm not. I'm speaking with my hands. So you've obviously got like fucking digital earphones.
Tell Claire I said hi.
You can do it because I don't have the earphone system.
Oh dear.
I think this should be like the opening bit of the pod, just they two arguing.
Just Kimball. Oh dear. Kimball, what did you reckon of Germany
Hashtag just Kim.
banning us?
Of what?
Germany banning one of our pods.
To be honest with you,
Aye.
quite disappointed. I mean,
Cena goes back.
it wasn't like it was easy to win the war.
Oh, but I goes back.
You know what I mean? These songs don't make themselves up.
Oh dear Christ. Do you know, this is going to be so smooth up to about 10 minutes before the end.
I'll phone Johnny if you want. We can make
No.
it even smoother.
No. Do you know what? Fuck it.
There's a place.
Kimball, shut up a minute.
That's me fucking grounded.
Right, that's fucking Invasion 2001. Join us in a minute for the last part. I might throw in some song and it might just be the RWR tune. We're back in a minute to wrap this shit up.
You know we belong together, you and I forever. You are there. You are there. Hold me in your arms. Don't let me go. I want to stay forever. Home and away. With you each day. You know we belong together. You and I forever together. Until the end of time. I'm yours and you are mine. Ooh, I couldn't spend another minute living my life without you in it. It's suddenly clear. I will always need you here. Hold me in your arms. Don't let me go. I want to stay forever. Home and away. With you each day. Let me be the one that you turn to. Someone you can rely on. Closer each day. Home and away.
And welcome back, folks, to the last part of the pod. I'm going to try and wrap that stuff really quick before Kimbo says anything incriminating. Oh, Gav, did you have homework this week?
I did indeed.
What were you watching?
I was watching Shane McMahon versus Kurt Angle from King of the Ring 2001.
And what did you think of this match?
I liked it. I liked the way right at the start, Angle's just like,
Fucking hell.
fuck this. I was going into the analysis of what...
Go.
Like right at the start,
Go.
Angle's just like, right, I fucking hate this dickhead. I'm going for him. And he just chucks the gold medals aside and dives in there and gets right on him. And he just keeps beating the crap out of him. Bam, bam, bam. And then you just
said
see
like you-
Shane taking on these massive...
You sort of enjoyed
What?
this match more than you did the Bran Panties match?
Pardon me.
But I never really contributed when we were talking about that.
Nah, on you go. I'm gonna look at it.
And like Shane was taking bumps all over the bit, and I'm like, what the hell? This guy is he even a properly trained wrestler, or is he just
No.
Vince's son?
Well, Angle actually broke his coccyx during this match.
So he broke his arse.
Basically, doing one of the German suplexes through the glass.
German? Did you say German?
Oh, not. It wasn't even a German suplex. It was a fucking belly-to-belly suplex.
Oh, I know. Were they?
We don't like German suplexes in this pod.
What the fuck
but
did
the way,
Germany
like-
say? What did Germany say anyway?
Because that was a copyright issue with John Cena's song.
Fuck off.
I know. There's another reason to hate John Cena though. He got our pod banned in Germany. Oh,
All you needed to do was Johnny. Johnny was straight over there, eh?
hi. Johnny would take them on.
Oh, you fucking German cunt. Oh, let me get in trouble again. That's why you should say Stingle. Women are dicks.
Snakes with tits, mate. Snakes with tits.
Claire, you're a snake with tits. Shut up. Hey, any one of your shit.
No,
No.
guys, I'm trying to sleep.
I'm trying to sleep and you're shouting. Claire, any one of your shit. I'm gonna punch fuck at you. Right? I've watched WWF. I know how to punch fuck out of people, right? So you just shut the fuck up before you through the wall, right? That's it. And then, Claire, Martin, I'm trying to be nice, Claire. No more Mr. Nice Guy, right? I don't go to the gym for niceness. These muscles don't grow on trees. Don't give me your shit. Right? Shut the fuck up, Claire. Right? I'm gonna ask once. I'm gonna tell twice. I'll break your jaw. Thank you.
Jesus fucking Christ. Do you know what? I'm leaving that in. Fuck it.
Mistake on the podcast.
Aye. It's funny how a wrestling podcast all of a sudden turned into a domestic dispute.
It's not really that domestic.
You know, this pod's going to be used as evidence in court.
I can't. She's a fucking policeman anyway.
Exactly.
But, fuck it. It's only Clara. She talks shit anyway. Right.
See if you fart under the covers and then pull them up, can that count as assaulting a police officer?
See if I fart under covers and pull over her face. Assault.
Aye.
Fuck you. That's called the heating, you cunt. Right?
As in
Dundee.
Dundee, aye, fuck.
Alright, mister. What's happening? Nothing. Right.
Get a blowjob for a packet of grapes.
Packet of grapes.
Kit
Hey,
Kat,
green
mate.
grapes, tapes. Fuck off. See, I'm back in the bad books. That's why it's called the podcast, dickhead. Right?
By the way, it's a good thing you've got away because you'll never get in your hole again.
How? You're not really a people person. Well, that's actually where you're wrong because I'm one of the people, so fuck off. See, there we go. Hey, Claire.
He's gonna get a bit in the balls.
I know, it's just
Wrong.
great.
8 to 12. No, but you were wrong. I was right.
Dutch, Shane versus Shane versus Angle.
Yeah, good match, but I wanted to say Shane had the benefit of you could wrestle a match like that and then just take half a year off
Yeah.
to recover.
I
think-
noticed, like, all the big moves that Angle was doing, like the suplexes and that, they didn't look like they were coming off that well.
Yeah.
Because he was always, like, dropping them to the side of him instead of
No wonder if you
right
just
behind him.
broke your arse.
You tried fucking lift a grown man up after breaking your arsehole.
But I did love the spot where, like, he rested the sheet of wood on the rope.
I'm sure that was
and
after
then
he broke
Angle
his arse.
slammed him off that.
That was the
that-
end of the match.
I noticed that the referee was like, yeah, he got the pinball
Oh,
after that.
oh.
Oh, it's
I
come-
noticed that like, the referee was holding on to the board for dear life.
Yeah, it was good of the referee to do that. I thought convenient.
Normally they're like, no, don't, no, stop it. But now
Oh.
I'll help you.
It's like when referees, some hold the ladders and some don't. Oh,
Think- Booted Kimbo off the balls.
yeah, he's gone. That's the last time we'll ever see him. He's going to spend 6 months in a Dundee jail now. Oh,
I feel for you. You
Yeah.
just see it fucking the whole podcast. No offensive words,
fuck
no
off.
racism.
Then Kimbo appears.
Boom.
Oh, do you know the thing is, I'm going to need to cut half the shit out, but see all the stuff there with Claire, I'm leaving that in because that's fucking gold.
Aye.
This pod's going to be in the 4-figure views after that.
Aye. Just keep it separate and post it on YouTube as Domestic in Dundee.
Aye. Chickter argues with Mrs.
When podcasts go wrong.
Aye. I see if there was like a fucking it shouldn't happen to a podcast host show. That would be on it. Oh god. Right, Gav, well, you've not got any homework next week because we'll be doing the live Raw, and you won't be here, will you?
I might be here. I don't know yet.
Well,
I'll look
you'll
at the
not-
road on Saturday.
I don't think we'll have space for you to do homework anyways, considering we're going to have a 3-hour plus show next week, which is going to be a fucking... I don't even know when I'm going to have time to edit next week because it's my birthday next week and Beckingham's down on the Tuesday, so that's going
Yeah,
to
hard to do it.
be... Aye. That's going to be up whenever the fuck I feel like it, basically. Well, most
Send
of
me the stuff and I'll do it.
most of them are anyway. And I'll get it done, but it was just so fucking...
Edited on a Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, she arrives on Tuesday at 1 o'clock, so...
Fucking that's dedication, huh? I mean, record a podcast when you're 20 and post it when you're 21.
Ah, I see, yeah. You can all sing happy birthday to me next Monday night.
Maybe.
I'll wonder if anybody shows up next week.
Yeah, well, we'll need to wait and see. So,
Papers. Keep a look at the Dundee papers.
will you be joining us for the live?
To be honest,
Huh?
Will you be
I'll
joining
let
us for the live
you
Raw,
go.
Dutch?
I think it
Good
was
stuff.
my idea, so we a Gav-like move not to show up, huh?
True. Gav, what shite were you going to say?
Well, it'll be a pretty crap Raw to talk about since it's the one before Money in the Bank and
No, it should
won't
be.
be anything big.
Well,
But usually
their go home show should be their best show.
plus the White family.
Right, White Family debut.
The show after
Edo.
Money in the Bank's got Rock booked on it
Big fucking.
and Van Damme. I
See, to be
think.
fair, it doesn't even matter what fucking Raw we're going to review. It's going to be an absolute clusterfuck.
Aye. Forward to the last
Ready.
hour, 3 to 4 a.m.
Yeah. We're going to need to start about 1:45 as well, so like everyone's here and ready.
Oh, fuck.
I know. I mean, this is a late one tonight. It's fucking midnight and we're still doing this.
Aye.
The problem is though, I don't have Sky Sports, so I've got to watch it on my computer and talk to you guys on my computer.
Aye.
It's gonna be a bit of a pain in the ear for me.
Dutch,
I'll either have to listen to them or you.
Dutch has to do the same.
I have to do with a 4-year-old computer, so it will be.
It'll be
I think what I'll do is I won't be able to host the call next week, but
No.
I'll do the Skype on my phone
Yeah.
and watch the on my computer.
I mean, John will here. Anyway, we can sort that later. Anybody got anything to add before I end this?
Cluster. Well,
Question of the week.
Aye, alright, go for it.
What's your first wrestling memory?
Dutch, you go first.
well, thing was I'm that old. I really can't remember. The first thing that really stood out was Hogan against Savage at the WrestleMania 5. That's the first thing I properly remember.
Yeah.
So that dates me, yeah.
I think for me it would have to be. I think my earliest memory is Vince McMahon in the hospital. I'm sorry, I don't think there's. I don't think.
Oh, but that's brilliant.
Aye.
Brilliant. Just a bedpan sound there.
I was going to say Shane when he came out in Raw and he went, "I'm not your little boy anymore," but that was after that, so that was probably Austin and showing up in McMahon's hospital room.
Paging Dr. Austin.
Aye. Or did I see Austin 316 said I just pissed my pants? Was that before that?
I can't mind.
I think the most clear one anyway is Austin in the hospital room. So Gav, what is it for you? If you say the Nexus, I'm going to fucking just ban you.
There was something for, like, I watched briefly 2004, but I genuinely can't remember. Pass.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Your question and you don't even have an answer.
Oh, God.
Like Cole Pilkington with Rockbusters. You come up with a question and can't find the answer. But you're just doing that because you don't want to mention the Nexus.
Is it the
Pretty
Nexus?
That's the biggest thing that sticks in my mind for when I first started watching.
Well, if it's a Nexus, it's a Nexus.
It'll always be stuck in my mind, Daniel Bryan just strangling Justin Roberts with his tie.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Nothing to be ashamed about. It was
No.
good. That was brilliant when it happened, but
Yes.
again,
It was just the aftermath.
yeah, I'm still waiting on Barrett's higher cause.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on Justin Gabriel's push.
You'll be waiting a long while, my friend.
But he's better than that fucking piss Ryback. He's better than the other cunt Axel.
Nah,
He should be up there.
I'm not saying he's worse than any of them, but
Got the skills.
I don't think he's anything special, to be honest. No.
He need a good high flyer since Evan Bourne's gone.
Oh fuck,
But
Rey Mysterio's fucked. Sin Cara can't talk.
we forgot to mention that Natalia and Tyson Kidd got married this week, so congrats to them.
yeah, I'm sure they'll.
No, they've been married. They've been married for months. It's just WWE decided to announce it this week.
Oh, was that? I thought he got married this week.
I'm pretty sure they've been married for months.
I'm pretty sure
I will tell you.
weekend.
No, I'm pretty sure that was this weekend they got married.
Yeah, they filmed it for that.
Yeah,
Show coming up.
because they filmed it for that Divas Exposed, whatever the fuck it's going to be called.
Aye.
So once again, Gav, you're talking shite. Anyone else got anything they want to say?
Aye, thanks, Kimbo, for the.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to wrap this up then. Right, so join us next week for the live Raw episode, which is, it's going to be something. It's definitely going to be something. Thanks for listening. Thank you, Portugal, for your continual support. Fuck you, Germany.
You see now.
Fuck Cena as well. Thanks to Becky for doing the voiceovers. Thanks to Cal McKetty, aka Still Alive, for doing the theme tune. Catch him at Still Alive, at Caln Alive, sorry, on Twitter, and at Still Alive on iTunes. If you watch this on YouTube, remember to subscribe to the channel, and check us out on Podomatic as well, and vice versa. Thanks to Gav and Dutch for being here as always. I know we give you a hard time, Gav, but you're Mr. Consistent if nothing else. Catch me on Twitter at DavidRWR. Catch us, the actual pod, on Facebook at The Random Wrestling Review. On Twitter at RWR_podcast.
If you want me, at GavBev1996. I made it a bit more appropriate.
Yeah, and read Gav's blog at thesportslab.co.uk. Are you happy?
Don't follow me, but follow Cranky Vince.
Yeah, do that.
The Sports Lab UK on WordPress.
Right. Yeah, so that'll do it from us. Join us next week, and thanks for listening. Catch you later. Bye.